pop. I don't know if I'd say pop. I mean, I don't think you could say Gaza was pop, or Montreal, or Sounds That Can't Be Made Up. I mean, there's a lot of very long songs on this album. I think the only one you could say was at all pop was maybe Power, possibly Pour My Love. Once we had land. The response around the world has been fantastic, actually, both from the media and the fans. We haven't had reviews this good. I don't think in the history of the band. Yeah, we're really happy with how it's been received. Well, it's not a political song, that's the first thing to say. It is a song written from the perspective of a young child growing up in the Troubles and trying to have a life. And it's a very difficult subject to even to talk about with people, because everybody has an opinion, and some of those opinions are based in their personal perspective or their faith, which makes it very difficult to communicate. What the basic idea of this is that it is just a humanitarian statement of, look, this is a terrible situation, and this child's, not saying who's right, who's wrong, how to apportion blame, just couldn't something be done to try and sort this situation out, because it seems so unfair that these children should be suffering. There must be some sort of, if not a solution, then something that could be worked towards, really. I think that's why you have to try and look beyond that one viewpoint. I think that's what the song's really getting at, is that you have to try and open your mind to see all sides of the argument, not just to see your perspective, to try and understand the bigger picture, to have any chance of finding a solution. But it is such a delicate. I've got lots of friends actually in Paris who are Jewish, and obviously they've been very upset by the song, and I'm seeing one of them for dinner on Friday, actually. or situations in the world that you want to shine a spotlight on and make people aware of, because only by making people aware can you hope to bring change, I think. But yeah, we've had offers of concerts in Israel actually since the album came out, so who knows. Well, we've commented on various things throughout our career, really. You could look at various songs like When I Meet God, A Few Words for the Dead. It's all either about universal situations, futility of war and hatred, and man's ability to mess things up, I suppose. If we're a band that's been around for 30 years, we've made 17 albums. You have to have the freedom to write the music you want to write, and to explore whatever lyrical theme you think is right. But at the same time, try not to preach, because you could argue that when you're in a band you have a certain platform, and it's very easy to fall into the trap of preaching one perspective of your view of the universe, your view of right and wrong, and life is never that simple, really. Well, when we did the first album, Forgotten Sons, which was about the conflict in Northern Ireland, yeah, that was seen as not in quite the same way, but again, it's like you're trying to shine a light on a certain situation, make people think. More than anything else, you're trying to make people think.